Hello, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to your Barre 15 arms and thighs workout. In today's Barre arms and thighs workout, we're going to be using a light set of hand weights. I have here 1 kilo. I would recommend, if you're using kilograms, to do anything from 0.5 to maximum 1.5. If I'm being honest, please don't go too heavy. We have a lot of repetitions ahead of us. And if you're using pounds, then 1 to 3 pounds is going to be great. Honestly, you can even do this workout weightless if you prefer. I'll talk to you a little bit about that mind-muscle connection, so you can do it without weights as well. I want you to go ahead and place your weights on either side of your mat, just like that. And then walk back away from the weights so that you have your whole mat extending out in front of you, and the weights are on either side of that far side of the mat, just so that they're in the right place for when we get to them later, okay? We're gonna start with your feet hip width apart, Open your toes, spread them wide. Hands come down to your sides, drop your tailbone to the backs of your knees, and just breathe here, closing your eyes if that feels nice. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Just arriving on the mat. One more breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And now drop your chin to your chest and slowly roll down spine bone by spine bone until you get to the bottom. At the bottom, you can soften your knees, and we're gonna go right on out to find our plank position. Good, from that plank position, we're gonna immediately shift the hips back into a downward dog. Hold here, wrap the pointy parts of your elbows towards the mat, and try to press your heels to the floor. You can always soften your knees here if you need a little bit more space in your hamstrings. Stick your sits bones, bottom of the pelvis, up towards the ceiling. Really stretch out that lower back, the hamstrings, the calves. Good, we're gonna ripple forward, find that plank. So it's plank for 2, downward dog for 2, plank, 2, downward dog for 2. You got it. Just starting out here, warming up the whole body. Giving those hamstrings a chance to open, backs of the thighs, the calves, the shoulders. Good, we're gonna keep this going, but we're gonna add an opposite arm reach. So hold your downward dog. Take your left hand to your right ankle, and then come back down to your plank position, shoulders over wrists. Lift your hips once again, take your right hand to the left ankle, lower down to find that plank position. 2 counts up, 2 counts back. Up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2. Really spread your fingers widely here. We want a wide base of support for that shoulder, because this is a lot of pressure on that supporting shoulder, right? So we want to give it as wide a base of support as possible. Fan your fingers like you have 2 giant sunflowers for hands. We're going to hold it in that plank, and then you have just one more change in your plank, and then we're out of this. 4, I'll say we'll be very warm when we get there. 3, 2, hold your plank. Widen your feet, much wider than hip width apart. So we're gonna go for a little combo. We're gonna step 1 foot in at a time. So it's in, out, out, 2 shoulder taps. In, out, 2 shoulder taps. In, out, 2 shoulder taps. You're stepping those feet in to a narrow plank, out to a wider plank, and then taking opposite hand to opposite shoulder. When you take this opposite hand to opposite shoulder, aim to keep your hips as stable as possible. So I don't want you to wiggle your hips side to side. If that wiggle is unavoidable, consider opening your legs even wider. Oh yeah. Good. Give me 4 more. 4. Tap, tap. 3. Tap, tap. 2 more. Tap. Last one, we just hold our plank. Tap, tap. Don't leave me just yet. We're gonna step our left foot forward, grab your weights, and then come all the way up to stand facing me. Gorgeous. Open your legs wider than hip width apart. Mine are already there. Turn your toes out slightly here, and then rotate your outer thighs back, inner thighs forward, so you have a little bit of external rotation at the hip. Elbows are gonna come in to form two 90-degree bends at either side, and we're gonna bend just that left knee. Send your butt back, lift your arms up to form, or not to form anything, just to bring your elbows to shoulder height, and then press through all four corners of that left foot to come to the starting position. We're gonna go down, up, wow. Okay, my heart rate is soaring. I hope yours is doing the same. That plank section at the end, those out, out, in, ins, was sneaky cardio for sure. And this is gonna keep your heart rate high because really your whole body is working. Anytime you're getting those lower bodies, upper bodies working together, that heart rate's gonna pump. But we love it. 8, or I love it. If you don't love it, I love it enough for both of us. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold it down at your lowest point. Now drop your arms down, palms face up, and pull your elbows back past your rib cage. Can you tip your chest even further forward? You're gonna reach your arms on the low diagonal and pull your elbows back past your ribs. Reach, pull, reach, pull. Good. Lengthen the crown of the head towards me. Reach your tailbone away from me and try to straighten your spine as much as you can in this position. Your spine is never gonna be straight. It has natural curves, but you can see that this looks much straighter than this. We wanna lean into that neutral spine, which I think straight is a good way to call that. Reach, pull. Oh yeah, feeling the backs of the shoulders here. Underneath the armpits on either side of your body, those are your lats. Feeling the left thigh, left glute as well. We love it. 8, 7, we're gonna pivot to face the short edge of the mat, turning towards your left leg. In 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now turn to face the left. Follow through with your right leg and then open your legs so that they're at least hip width apart, maybe even wider for more support. We're gonna take those weights together overhead. Bend your knees, extend your arms, and then straighten your legs, bend your elbows. Lunge, stand. Lunge, stand. Good, keep doing this exact same arm and leg motion, but double check for me that your front knee is over your front ankle. Your back knee is under your back hip. And then rotate your right hip bone, the front of the pelvis, forward, and your left hip bone back a little bit. Ooh, baby. You feeling it? We're gonna hold it down. 4, 3, feeling those thighs, wow. 2, hold it down, double time the arms. Bend, stretch. Good, if you're sticking out your butt, flaring your ribs, can you lower your tailbone towards the floor and pull those ribs towards the center of your body? Good, if going this fast is a little bit too spicy, slow it down. 8, 7, we're gonna extend those arms behind us and reach your right leg long. 4, 3, 2, extend those arms long behind you. Reach your right leg long. Spiral the inner arm forward, outer arm back. Good, and we're just gonna pulse those arms. Up, up. Getting into the triceps here a little bit more deeply. Now you can stay here if you feel good. If you want even more of a challenge, you can come into a balance on that left leg. Lift, lift. Straighten your arms as much as you can. Extend those arms as much as possible. 8, 6, we're gonna turn to face one another. We're gonna start again at the beginning. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, lower your right leg. facing me. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do it again. Tiny bit of differences here in the upper body portion. Squeeze your elbows in towards your waistline with your inner arm facing knee, palms facing knee. Whew, it's gonna be tough. Just get ready for it. Punch, pull, punch, pull. Punch, punch. Now, if you're feeling a little bit of tension in your neck, punch lower. Okay, that's fine with me. Punch. Bending your right knee, sending your hips back. Reaching those arms now into a T shape. Reach, lower. Your shoulders should be on fire. Mine definitely are. And then squeeze your elbows in towards the back of your ribs every time you come up. Holy, holy, holy moly. This is the moment where you can get rid of those weights. Yeah, if you're feeling a little bit too much tension. I want you to be challenged, of course. I'm challenged right now, I'm struggling, but I've not passed into where I'm feeling a ton of tension in my neck or into my lower back. If that's the case, drop the weights, regroup. Pause. It's a great benefit to the home workout, right? The pause button, that space bar. 4, 3, we're gonna hold it down. 2, hold it down. Same thing, lower your arms. This time I want your palms to face in. You're gonna reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull. Squeeze your elbows towards the ceiling here. Upper arm in towards your ribs. It's like you're juicing a lemon underneath your armpits. Punch, pull. Now if you're like, you know, I feel pretty great, Emily, we can take this row a little bit faster. Punch, pull. If going faster was a little bit too much, maybe you're using heavier weights than I am, stay slow. Tip your chest forward a little bit more if you can. If you're tucking your tailbone under, can you lengthen that tailbone away from the backs of your thighs? Find that neutral pelvis, neutral spine. I'll turn to the side so you can see, right? You're not tucking your tailbone, you're letting that tailbone reach long away from you. Final 8, final 6, we pivot, we face the right. 4, 3, 2, 1, pivot. Turn to face those right toes. Follow through with your left leg. A little bit different here. Elbows are gonna come into form 2 90-degree angles in line with your shoulders. We're gonna bend the knee, open those arms to 90 degrees at the side, and then come up, taking those 90-degree bends in front of us. Down and up, down, up, down, up. Checking that front knee, making sure it's not going far past your toes. We want it ideally over the ankle. Back knee is under the hip. Rotate that left hip point a little bit forward. Pull your right hip point a little bit back so that the front of your hips, your pelvis, is in the same line. Down. Good, and I've been teaching this a little bit in person, and I see a lot of forward motion. Your hips are just dropping down. No forward motion in the hips. It's a simple lower and lift. Down. We're gonna hold it in the lunge, and we're gonna take the arms double time. You got one more change after this, and then you are out of here. 4, 3, 2, hold it down, double time the arms. Close, open. Oh, baby. Feel those shoulders, wow. Oh yeah, get a little bit lower if you can. I'm feeling my shoulders so much. Lift your back heel if possible. Keep breathing, you got this. Strong, so strong. 5, we're gonna stretch those arms behind us. 3, 2, straighten your left leg, arms behind you. Flip the palms. Flip, 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 flip. Good, keep flipping. Pour that weight into your front foot, come nice and high on your back foot. Flip, flip. Good, can you lift your arms a little bit higher? Keep flipping, but if it makes sense to you, if it doesn't feel too wild, add a little bend stretch of your elbows. So you're flipping and you're reaching at the same time. Maybe you find that single leg balance. Good, draw your belly away from the floor. 8 counts and it's over. 8, we're gonna stretch together. 6, we're gonna stretch together. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. That was so tough. Wow, drop your weights. 15 minutes, doesn't take long to get that whole body really working for you. Let's stretch out our shoulders a little bit. Left arm across the body, right arm hooks under. You hear that breath? Whew. That's cardio for you. You should be breathing hard. I didn't say this video would be cardio, but again, when total body is on, you're moving quickly. Ooh, babe, you're gonna feel that heart rate increase. Grab your left elbow. I'm very sore as always, so my triceps are super tight. They're so tight, in fact, that I was just writing this workout and my triceps started to like spasm from holding the pen. Ridiculous. Incredible is what I should say. Grabbing your right arm across your chest. I don't know if we did this. If we did, we'll just do it again and we'll get into that tricep stretch. I was too distracted thinking about my own soreness. Take that right elbow overhead, grab onto it, side bend. Ah, yeah. And then come up to stand. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. So well deserved today. I really felt my shoulders. I really felt my triceps. I hope you felt the same. If you like this workout and you want more upper body, go you. I'll link you to my upper body playlist. If you still want to be working, but you don't want to work your upper body anymore, you want a little break from upper body, then I'll link you to my barre playlist so you can still use the same format, but targeting other body parts. Again, thank you so much for joining me as always. If you like this video, then I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. It's called Emily's Line Fitness. I will be here for you every Monday with new workouts. Thank you so much for joining me, and I am really looking forward to next time.